Hello and welcome everyone to the podcast thing that I started for this class. Today's episode is going to be a little bit special since I actually have a guest with me this time. I am not going to waste too much time introducing him and stuff like that since our time is short. So I'm just going to bring him on out here. So everyone, please join me in welcoming world-renowned guitar legend Ari Farka Torre. Hello, and thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on such an amazing podcast. Well, thank you. I'm honored that you would come on here on my little old show and stuff and sit here with me and talk about yourself, basically. So, what's the first question you want to ask me? How about you tell our adoring audience where you're from? I was born in the Timbuktu region of Mali in 1939. How long did you live there? I lived there until my father died in World War II. Then I moved with my mother to Niaforte, and that is where I spent the rest of my life. Do you have any siblings? No, they all passed before I was born. I'm the only one of 10 that survived past childhood, so my parents gave me the nickname Farka, meaning donkey, to show how strong I am. It's quite the fitting name then. Thank you, I wear it with pride. So, what made you get into music? I fell in love with it, you see. My family was very against my desire to learn music, since we were not a musical family, one that would just be born into a musical dynasty. But, despite their wishes, I taught myself how to play simple instruments like the njeka, the njaka, and the negoni when I was a child. With your family not being that supportive of you, in your desires and endeavors to make music, basically, I imagine it must have been really hard just getting into the industry and getting your name out there. A little bit, yes. I couldn't just jump into the world of music like other people. But I learned other professions. For a bit, I was a taxi driver. I also was a mechanic. And after a while, I eventually found my true passion towards life, actually. Farming. Farming was really important to you, Very. One must appreciate the land we live on. We wouldn't be alive without it. Very true. You go so far as to donate a large portion of the money you receive from all your performances, your concerts, and the royalties from your albums and whatnot to the development of the agriculture of Niaforte. Instead of doing what any other celebrity person would do and just have a big grand old mansion and start living a lavish lifestyle. It's honestly really commendable. What can I say? I'm just doing what anyone who loves his home would do. I'm also the mayor of Niaforte too, so it's only natural I would try to better my city. Yes, that's true. It's not often that you find a celebrity who cares so much about his home like you. Well, I thank you. You're welcome. So, Mr. Torre, you have one of the most interesting, unique sounds that I have ever heard. Just how did you craft your style? Well, American blues was quite a big influence for me. But the largest influence on my music was the traditional music of my home, Mali. Is there any reason why you chose the guitar in particular to learn? The sound is loud. Louder than any other string instrument you can find in Mali. It's also fun trying to discover all the traditional Malian sounds and music that you can perform on the guitar. For years and years, I have been playing the guitar, and I have yet to discover everything that I can do that has to do with Malian music. Would you say that there's anything else in particular that may make your music special? Spirits. I'm a man who works the spirits, but also works with the spirits when it comes to my music. Without them, my music would not be the same. Speaking of your music, just how many languages you sing in? I sing in my native tongue of Songhai, as well as Songhai, Bambara, Pyu, and Tamashek. Those are what I typically sing in. Wow. It honestly seems like you have one of the most inclusive music, just in general. Like, you sing in languages that were found all over Mali, if not all of Africa. Why do you even go the extra step, it takes to sing in so many languages and stuff? I wanted everyone to be involved. Mali has many different languages, so why should I only sing to one group of people? There's no reason why all the people who listen to my music shouldn't be able to find a bit of themselves in my music as well. It's beautiful. Thank you. I'm just glad that my words were able to reach as many people as they did. So, I have one more set of questions for you. What was it like working with the American artists that you collaborated so much over the years? Now that was a truly wonderful time. What would you say is your most memorable work with them? Talking Timbuktu is definitely up there, but if I had to pick anything, it'd be Savane. That is without a doubt my best album. I've listened to it. It is honestly one of the best albums I've ever listened to. Oh, do you have a favorite song from the album? If I had to pick one, I'd have to pick Savane. I could truly just feel your heart and soul come out during that track. It was wonderful. It's not something I get to experience from, any of the artists that I typically listen to. Well, thank you for your kind words. The Savane album is hands down my best album. Well, I hate to cut this interview short since there are so many more things that we could talk about, but it's about time I wrap this up. Mr. Torre, do you have any closing remarks? You're never too old to stop following your dreams. Whether you dream of being a musician, a farmer, or anything else, the world is yours. Thank you for your amazing words of wisdom. And thank you, everyone, for listening. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I just want to say, Shanti, 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 peace to you all, and I hope that all you lovely people have a beautiful rest of your day. See you next time.